The names of those troops who died in Vietnam are carved in stone on memorials in Oakland and in cities throughout the nation. Bill Hodges, a Vietnam veteran, says for himself and other veterans, including Senator John McCain, signing up to serve was like handing the government a blank check for their lives.
I think that we should look up to him and respect him for the fact that he did serve.
As preparations are made for John McCain's funeral, people are reflecting on McCain's service and role as a veteran. Secretary of Defense General James Mattis was tapped to be a pallbearer. He said Tuesday McCain set an example of what a military man should be.
Peacetime, wartime, routine, crisis. If you look at his example, that is what I think you'll see.
While veterans organizations called on President Trump to honor McCain and called McCain a hero, some feel he could have done more for fellow veterans.
Maybe we should, do the praise now and then do the critique afterward. Personally, I don't think he went far enough.
He's going to be more admired as time goes by because of what he endured and his willingness to serve, what he put up with.
Andrew Huntoon of Alameda served in the Marines in Vietnam, and he said while he didn't always see eye to eye with McCain, as a fellow Vietnam veteran, it hurt to see McCain disparaged by President Trump.
There's a lot of people that just might want to make it work for them. They're not willing to accept that we're all Americans, and we're all willing to make the same sacrifice to make it right.
McCain's passing is kind of symbolic of this generational shift where we have just much fewer veterans in the Congress than we used to.
UC Berkeley politics professor Eric Schickler says this shift is dramatic.
40 years ago, a majority of members of Congress were veterans because of the draft. About 70% in the 1970s had served in the military. Now we're at less than about 20%. So that's a big shift.
And while McCain's past shaped his policies, a military hawk and an opponent of torture, his love of country was clear. And as some say, veterans who don a uniform aren't Republicans or Democrats, but Americans serving the country for the love of country.
This status as a veteran is one kind of platform for suggesting national unity. And I think what's striking is, particularly through this gesture of having Barack Obama and George W. Bush give the eulogies, he's really sending a message about which John McCain he wants to have people remember.